1:15. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. News is edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Sharifa Tahir. Headlines. Providing of booster vaccines for over 60 years of age commences. The Speaker signed the draft bills to extend the retirement period of the employees of the private sector. It is planned to set up export zones in every electoral division. Parliamentarian Maithripala Sirisena says that the state service should be formed as a production task force. It has been expressed that the Good Governance government has increased the salaries of state employees by imposing tax on goods and services. The inauguration of the office of the President completes 2 years on Friday. Deadly storm cuts transport links around Vancouver in Canada. That's local news headlines, and we move on to local news in detail. Providing of the third dose of vaccines for people above 60 years of age has commenced today in several districts. State Minister Chana Jayasumana said that the vaccination program is being implemented in Colombo, Kalutara, Gampaha, Gaul, Matara, Hambantota, Ampara and Anuradhapura districts. Sri Lanka will commence rolling out the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine as the booster dose to people aged 60 years and above from today. The third dose is given to senior citizens who have completed 3 months after receiving the second dose of the COVID vaccine, the State Minister said. Regardless of the type of vaccine administered as the first and second dose, the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine is provided as a third dose. The health sector says that 528 newly infected persons have been identified. State Minister Janaka Vakumbara said that measures have been taken to produce 70,000 metric tons of turmeric this year. The imported turmeric have been completely stopped at present. 1.5 million turmeric plants were distributed among farmers and concession for them have been doubled. He said in Parliament that 1,200 million rupees have been spent for the crop promotion last year. Today is the fourth day of the budget debate. Joining the debate, Parliamentarian Maithripala Sirisena said that the people are suffering due to improper results of open economy. The main issue of the country is the facing of poverty. A proper plan is needed to wipe out the malnutrition in the country. 50% of the country's population have been affected by many diseases. He also stated that state service should be formed as a task force of production. Parliamentarian Eran Vikramaratne said in Parliament that the government has not got a permanent policy. The people who are paying tax have been reduced by 600,000. Minister Vimal Veeravansa said that market has been reached to an economical setback. The country's dollar reserve has been lost due to the COVID, and attention should be paid on production of economy in order to face this challenge. Plans have been made to begin export zone in each electoral division from this year's budget in this regard. He also stated that the fuel prices in Singapore have also been increased by 18%. This situation is not relevant to Sri Lanka as well. Meanwhile, the Speaker has signed draft bills to extend the retirement period of the private sector employees up to 60 years. Therefore, the act is being enforced from today. State Minister Nalaka Godaheva says that the Good Governance government has increased the salaries of state employees by 10,000 rupees by imposing 100% tax on goods and services. He also stated that 10 economic plans submitted during the period of 2015 to 2019 were unsuccessful policies. But the present government has given many benefits to the people as well as to the country under the Saubhagya Dagma policies. The present government has a good understanding about the country's debt burden. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation giving you the news. Continuing with more stories here at home, the President's inauguration of office completes 2 years on Friday. He was sworn as the 7th Executive President of the country on 19th of November in 2019. 6.9 million people have voted for him as the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna presidential candidate. During the last two, he has dedicated his service for the benefit of the people by launching the Saubhagya Dagma Policy Manifesto. Many solutions for the people's problems have been given through the Gama Samaga Pilisandarak program by initiating Vari Saubhagya production villages. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has taken many initiatives to continue development projects in the country even amidst corona pandemic. His main objective is to implement an environmental friendly agriculture system in order to provide healthy foods items for the public. Several measures have also been taken for the benefit of health, environment, education and many fields. He was successful in implementing the vaccination program in high level in the country. That's local news.
Of each member of the family, SLBC, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. SLBC, the Vidya Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by SLBC Vidya Mahatmya.
Several new bus services were initiated by the Sri Lanka Transport Board yesterday for the benefit of employees who are working in offices in Setsiripaya, Battaramulla and its suburbs. Accordingly, 11 bus services from Setsiripaya to Kirindavela, Yakkala, Katunayaka, Padukka, Mattagama, Horana, Avisavela, Nitambua, Colombo Fort, Thematagoda Railway Station and up to Kadavata is being implemented. Minister Pavitra Vanyarachi said that a large number of state employees working in Battaramulla area will be benefited through this program.
The main news story was brought to you by SLBC Vidya Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from SLBC.
Watch Life is brought to you by
Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission.
The residents in Minuangora complained that there's a risk of accidents occurring due to not having a proper traffic plan at Ambagahavata Junction main road. They say that the drivers were travelling from this junction to Nigambu Katunayaka, Kurunagala, Colombo and Gampaha entering improperly to the main road. Therefore, they request the relevant authorities to set up a lighting signal system to this junction.
Please be aware on institutes, registration and accreditation when you are selecting vocational courses which leads to achieve your future career goals. Do not waste your valuable time and money. Confirm institutes, registration and accreditation by TVEC. For more information, visit nearest District Divisional Secretariat offices and meet career guidance practitioners or skill development officers. Message from Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission.
Coming up, World News.
Headlines. Deadly storm cuts transport links around Vancouver in Canada. Aung San Suu Kyi charged with election fraud by Myanmar junta. In COVID news, Pfizer to allow developing nations to make its treatment pill. A deadly storm described by officials as a once-in-a-century weather event has severed road and rail links around Vancouver, Canada. 2 motorways connecting the West Coast city were closed after being damaged by severe flooding. A woman was killed in a highway landslide and rescuers say at least 2 people are missing. Thousands of people were forced to leave their homes due to the massive storm which struck on Monday. The woman's body was found near Lillooet, about 250 kilometers from Vancouver, according to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. RCMP Sergeant Janelle Shohet said that rescuers had not yet determined the number of occupied vehicles that were lost in the slide. Myanmar's ousted leader Aung San Suu Kyi is facing more charges, having been accused of election fraud and lawless actions by the military government. She was among 16 people to be charged yesterday, including Myanmar's ousted president and the capital city's mayor. Ms. Suu Kyi, 76, has not been seen in public since a military coup in February removed her from office. Meanwhile, Myanmar's army spokesman told that Ms. Suu Kyi is being treated well while under house arrest. We try our best for her, what she wants or whatever she wants to eat. Finally, on world news, U.S. drug company Pfizer has penned a deal to allow its experimental COVID-19 treatment pill to be made and sold in 95 developing nations. And the deal with the UN-backed medicines patent pool, not for profit, could make the treatment available to 53% of the world's population, but it excludes several countries that have had large COVID-19 outbreaks, including Brazil. Pfizer says the pill lessens the risk of severe disease in vulnerable adults, and in a statement yesterday, Pfizer said the agreement will allow local medicine manufacturers to produce the pill with the goal of facilitating greater access to the global population. That's on World News.
Development News is brought to you by Let's take all out of the coconut tree and make the island thriving and prosperous. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
The organic fertilizer production program implemented by the Valigama Pradesh Sabha has been carried out successfully. The aim of this program is to direct farmers' food production without toxin. 80 metric tons of fertilizers is to be produced monthly.
Development News was brought to you by the coconut tree is well grown in almost all the parts of the island. It is an exceptional source of extra income. The shell, the husk and almost all the parts of the coconut tree makes you money, providing you with an excellent extra source of income. It will also help to nourish the economy of the country. You will be guided with all necessary informations regarding the coconut cultivation with the novel cultivation techniques and all other related and upgraded informations by the Coconut Research Institute, Lunavilla. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
Moving on with sports news.
The first test match between visiting West Indies and Sri Lanka will be held on the 21st of this month in Galle International Cricket Playground. Arrangements have also been made to conduct the second test match on the 29th of this month at the same venue.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners. From October 1st, 2021 to September 30th, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency through NSB U-Trust for 6 months consecutively. Send more money and increase the chances of winning.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
2021 Sri Lanka Tourism Expo exhibition is being held in One Golfways Trade Centre these days. This has been organised by the Economic Faculty and Tourism Studies Unit of the Colombo University. This is the first tourism exhibition conducted after the COVID pandemic. Trade stalls have been submitted by leading tourism hotels and service institutions.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
DFCC Bank, the full-service commercial bank, which has been rated among the top 100 most valuable consumer brands in Sri Lanka for the year 2021. Ranking 27th in the survey conducted by the Brand Finance Sri Lanka, DFCC Bank was able to climb up one notch to the 27th position, following last year's position as the 28th most valuable consumer brand in the country.
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, brings Nanasa app, a trilingual educational mobile app for online learning with video-based lessons from grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with the Nanasa app. No subscription fees. Download via Google Play Store, App Store, Huawei Store or Windows. Dialogue, the future today.
The Met Department says that showers or thunder showers will occur at times in northern, north central, northwestern and southern provinces and in Trincomalee district. Fairly heavy showers, about 75 millimeters, can be expected at some places. Several spells of showers will occur in western and Sabaragamu provinces. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places elsewhere, particularly during the afternoon and night. Fairly heavy showers, about 50 millimeters, can be expected at some places. That's the weather update. Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, brings Nanasa app, a trilingual educational mobile app for online learning with video-based lessons from grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with the Nanasa app. No subscription fees. Download via Google Play Store, App Store, Huawei Store or Windows. Dialogue, the future today.
Back to the headlines. Providing of booster vaccines for people above the age of 60 years commences. The Speaker signed the draft bill to extend the retirement period of employees of private sector. It is planned to set up export zones in every electoral division. Parliamentarian Maithripala Sirisena says that the state service should be formed as a production task force. It has been expressed that the Good Governance government has increased the salaries of state employees by imposing tax on goods and services. The inauguration of the office of the President completes 2 years on Friday. And on world news, deadly storm cuts transport links around Vancouver in Canada. With that, we conclude this bulletin of news.